Ausom DT2 Pro. Hydraulic disc brakes front and back. More than adequate. I find myself just like feathering the brakes all the time. That's all you need to stop this thing. Swing arm suspension front and back, really good. I mean, I'm only 5'5" and about 160 pound, 11.5 stone in British money, roughly, give or take. Dual 1100 watt motors, one at the front and one at the back. Now, 2,200 watts, and this thing weighs about 33 kilos, but the 2,200 watts, it definitely puts a smile on your face. But that's nominal power. It's actually closer to like 3,000 peak power. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this thing for a little blast. Now I've had this about a year now. I've had this about a year. Despite the fact it's really quite early in the morning, there's a lot of people out walking the dogs. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good morning. No, you're more than welcome, mate. Thank you, thank you. You have a good day. Considerate. Just be considerate to people. Anyways, I was on about the suspension. Well, we're going along this little river path now, gravel river path, and we're bouncing around a fair bit. Like, camera won't show that. Hopefully not anyway with this image stabilisation. Nice and rough by here. Woohoo! And okay, at the moment we're in eco mode, single motor, and it'll do about 20, well, say 18 to 20, but that's in single. If I put in dual, it'll probably go a bit faster. But you got eco, and you got sport mode, see on the display now, and then you got race mode. Now, eco will keep you down around to 20 mile an hour. Once you put into sport mode, you're going to go into the 30s, and race mode, it's going to take you over 40, which makes this thing exceptionally capable. You're never lacking for power on it. You're never lacking, is the thing. Which is the reason I got it. Well, no, the biggest reason I got it is because of the range. Because with these things, unlike a lot of vehicles, with the power comes more range. Now, there's lots of videos on YouTube and stuff that I watched before I ever got this, where people take them out and they just stick it on race mode and on dual motor, and they just ride it flat out between 30 40 miles an hour and see how far it'll go, and they get over 30 miles out of it. So you would think that if you were to be nice to it and keep it on eco mode, you're going to easily get into the 50s or maybe even into the 60s, which is the reason I got it. No, that's not strictly true. The reason I got it, the real reason I got it, is because for the last couple of years, me and the boys have been going to Le Mans, to the 24-hour Le Mans race in France. And for the last couple of, on the Friday, when you're there, before the race, they open up the track. They got like a track day, like, and well, it's in the afternoon really, and you can just go around the track for a couple of hours, and that's whether you want to jog around it, or rollerblade around it, or cycle around it, or walk around it, or however you want to go around it, except motorised vehicles. I don't want to take motorised vehicles on it. But well, first time I ever did it, I walked it. It's 8.5 miles long. I mean, my God. Hang about. Thank you, fella. You have a good day. Take the power down a bit. Yeah, first time we ever did it, I walked it. Oh my God, my feet have never hurt so much in my entire life. I mean, in my entire life. So what we started doing after that, we took the kiddie scooters, the ones with little 4-inch wheels and you scoot them along like, we started taking them over. I mean, a couple of grown men on little kiddie scooters going around an 8.5 mile long racetrack. I mean, but that was destroying me. Each year that went by, I was getting destroyed more and more. I mean, I'm not getting any younger. Thank you. Morning, fella. I'm not getting any younger. So I says to him, I says, look, I'm going to get an electric scooter. We should get electric scooters. I said, I don't know whether you guys are going to get them, but I'm getting one even if you don't. So that's when we went over this year. But it's only a couple of weeks ago now we've actually come back. Only been back a couple of weeks ago. Well, hang on, it's Friday today. So a few short weeks ago on the Friday, we would have actually been doing the track day thing, going around the track. But it wasn't just that, it made a difference to everything we did over there. Instead of being a chore, it was a joy. They were an absolute game changer. Like now, eco mode, I put it on dual motor and it'll just float up the hills. Morning.
Morning.
But then this thing, like I say, it's not. It's quite powerful. Obviously there's more powerful stuff out there. There's always going to be. But this thing, I mean 3,000 watts peak, it's going to put a smile on your face. It's definitely going to put a smile on your face, that's for sure. But I'm waffling here, going on from one thing to another to another. I mean this thing, you got the modes on you. Now you can bimble along in eco mode, or you know, quite comfortably like. I got an eco at the moment, but I put on the dual motor. Thing about dual motor, I saw this on a lot of reviews, where it is a game changer. Because it simply adds so much power. I mean, now in eco mode, the throttle response is good, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, we're going up here slightly uphill like, and we're going along at the speed that most of the smaller scooters would quite comfortably. But the dual motor, you put in dual motor, and the throttle response is just instant, and you get all the power. And it's just instant. But the thing about that is, you don't want to be doing that in like tricky little situations, like say you want to do a U-turn, or I would tend to knock it off dual motor because the throttle response is like a light switch sort of thing. It's either there or it's not. You got nothing and then you got everything, so it'll tend to bite you. You know, I mean, if you're going along like in race mode, dual motor, and then you try to do a U-turn, you're probably going to get hurt because the throttle response is just, it's like I say, it's like a light switch. Say I've had this about a year now. When you're 185 miles on it, don't get out on it as much as you'd like to. So now look, taking dual motor, sport mode, and it'll quite easily sit up around 30 mile an hour, 30 plus, no problem now. It's a little bit chilly out today. And like when cars come along, I mean look at this, we're going up quite a nice little hill here, and I'm not full throttle at all, and it's just up nudging like 30 mile an hour-ish. Yeah, it's pretty chilly out this morning. I'm glad I threw my coat on. Because for the last week or two, we've had a proper heat wave, and I mean temperatures that you just don't get here. It was in, you know, 30 plus, mid 30s, and that was just absolutely glorious because we don't get that sort of weather. Nowhere near enough of it. Well, this time of year, in the mid 30s, that's just unheard of. It's just truly unheard of. These little wiggly things here. Yeah, that's glorious. It's going to be nice again today when it's just so early. This is a bit chilly, this is so early, give it an hour or two and it's going to be really nice. Whoa. Like I was saying, that dual motor, it is really... Okay, this thing, I talked about it when we were stopped. Ausom DT2 Pro, two 1100 watt motors on the thing. It's just going to put a smile on your face all day long. As simple as that. I mean, I got nothing to compare it to, obviously, but I wanted something that had power. I wanted something that wouldn't be lacking. I thought about getting a few others. I looked at quite a few others. I did a lot of research, if you could call it that, before I actually got this. I mean, I was thinking along the lines of something like a Yumi Raptor, which this thing's in the ballpark. The Yumi Raptor's been to the gym a bit more and worked out a little bit more, like, but this thing is up there. This thing is definitely up there. But then you can see what I've got it for. Well, you can't, so I'll tell you. It's like I say, it's more the range than the speed. I mean, like now I'm just bimbling along 16 miles an hour on the lowest power setting, you know, single motor eco mode. Oh, it is it is chilly this morning compared to recently. But yeah, I got nothing to compare it to really, but this thing is, it does everything well. It does everything well. Okay, the power modes in it, is how I think about it almost. They're like gears. It's got 6 gears basically. And just like any vehicle, you just need to be in the right gear for the job. I mean, for tricky, wiggly little things, I would never have it on dual motor. I'd knock it off dual motor. Because it's just too, I called it the other day savage, and it almost is. The acceleration on you can be quite savage, like. You want it to be a bit more progressive sometimes. I like progressive. But I know all about throttle response. I mean, in the past, I had a 600 Kawasaki sports bike for quite a few years. So I know all about throttle response. But that don't change the thing, that the fact that this thing, power comes in and out like a light switch. Which can be, you know, it can get your attention. It's like now, just floating along, sport mode now. Well, as you can see, I don't need to say it, you can see it down there on the display. But floating along 20 mile an hour, there's hardly got any throttle on. Okay. There we go. I mean, look at it in front of us. There it is. I do put this video on. There's a hell of a lot of people who ain't gonna have a clue where I am. And then there's some who will know. Thank you guys. You have a good day. Thank you. Morning, fella. Just try and be, well, don't try and be as considerate as you can to everybody and everything that you come across. Because as we know, morning.
Morning.
Thank you. There we go. Now, this is just glorious around here. Absolutely glorious. This is why I come out early. I mean, it is early, trust me. A lot of people out walking the dogs, but it's early. Morning, fella.
Morning.
Thank you. Yep, I mentioned dog walkers, and there's a lot. Morning, fella. And here we go. Oh, wow. I've said this before, but there's quite a difference this morning between... Good morning again.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, all good. You have a good day. Sorry? Yeah, it's not as nice as it was last week, is it? Take care now. Yeah, I saw her last week. We had a little chat about how hot the weather was. And now a week later, it's like, whoa, it's a bit fresh this morning. Now, what I gotta say now, because it really puts a smile on my face, the way I'm sort of dressed here, I mean, well, you can see me in the mirrors, and my rucksack on, it looks for all the world as if I'm actually going, you know, where everybody else is sort of heading this time in the morning, but I'm not. I'm at the point where I've been lucky enough to get myself, to grant myself, well, with the help of a few others, much more free time than most people are lucky enough to have. I mean, like I say, it's Friday morning now, and I mean morning. Well, it's not that early, it's not like I'm talking like 3 o'clock in the morning or something, but yeah, I'm lucky enough to have more free time than most. Oh my God, the squirrels. I forgot about the squirrels. How can you forget about the squirrels? Whoa, look at that. Now that wasn't there last time I came here. Okay, these railings. This is waffling. About a week or so ago, they weren't here. I watched the guys build these when I come up here one day, and they're not just content with the railings. They put like literally a ton rock on the floor. So if you want, you might get past the one, you won't get past the both of them. I like that. That's made me smile. A big chunky rock there. Oh, I like it. What will they come up with next? Anyways, we're going to find ourselves a little bench here. But you get the idea. I mean, I haven't talked much about, well, I don't know what I've talked about actually. Like I said, I just waffle a lot. But yeah, as you can see, I have added a few sort of creature comforts on you. Don't know whether I mentioned that earlier. The mirrors, they're a must-have really. I mean, all I got to do is just glance in them, and you know what's going on behind you and what's coming up behind you. And if you sort of on them all the time and you're sort of alert, like, you know what's behind you. You without sort of turning around even. And I put the bar extender on the front as well, because I'm ended up with too much stuff to put on the bars. Like, let's just turn it around by here. So I got the phone holder up there, I got the DJI camera holder up there, I got the light holder up there, which I think I said before, I did say before, because I can remember now talking on the riverbank. The light is really, really good. If you were here now in the pitch black and you hit the light, you would pretty much see everything we're seeing now. You know, ahead of you. It would light it up all the way down to that park down the bottom. We just light the whole lot up. It is absolutely amazing. Obviously it's not on at the moment, so I don't need it. And then the bottle holder down there, which has basically become a glove box. That's one of my better ideas. And it doesn't just strap onto the Velcro onto the handlebars, it Velcros onto the stem as well, and you see that down there. So it's really quite steady. That's all of this stuff came to Le Mans. So it's all been tried and tested, and really sort of adds to it. It's what, I don't know. But there we go. Anyways, DT2 Pro, absolutely amazing piece of kit. But that's just me saying that. But it truly is. It doesn't lack. It doesn't lack. I mean, you know, coming up here then, it was in race mode for a little while, but I never used that, you know, what's available there. But I'll probably make, I'm just looking at how messy I've got it in such a short time. I do clean it quite regular, must be said. That's it, coming for a year old, it still looks pretty good. Like, I mean, I sat waffling like hell. Look, I was just looking at how clean my shocks are down there. Anyways, what an idiot. Oh, guy over there likes his impressor, and why not? Okay, I'll do it for a bit here. I'm just going to chill out here for a little while. When I get my glove off, that is. Oh God, they're a bit tight. Okay, Ausom DT2 Pro.